So before we get to play our violins, we need to know how to set them up properly. So in this video, I'm going to show you the basics of setting up a violin ready to play. First, I'm going to show you how to get the violin out of its case and how to put a shoulder rest or shoulder sponge on. So my violin has a little blanket that protects the bridge and the strings while it's in its case, so we'll take that off. Undo the Velcro and remove the violin. And as you can see, there's nothing on the back of the violin to help you hold it. So I personally use a shoulder rest, which I keep in this pouch. I use a Kun brand shoulder rest. I just find it's a good quality one and one that fits me nicely. So to put it on, I find the middle of that top curve, put the top feet on and then slide the bottom feet into place. You want it to be like a smiley face that way up. If you accidentally put it the wrong way, like this, it will be very uncomfortable. So we'll put it back on the correct way, like so. Now if it's too high or too low, these feet adjust. You just unscrew them or tighten them, and it can adjust the height to fit your shoulder. It's important that it's comfortable. Now if you don't have a shoulder rest, you can use a sponge, even just a kitchen sponge works, or you can get one specially shaped. I use two rubber bands to attach this. So I join them together and I put them on the back of my violin like a school bag, I tell my students. So just around the edges there. And you'll need to tuck one underneath the chin rest on the other side. And adjust how you like. And then simply slip the sponge underneath the rubber bands and pull it into a position that is comfortable for you. Now when a bow is not being used, it should be loose, especially when you put it away in its case. So the first thing we need to do when we take our bow out is to tighten it. As you can see, before it's tightened, the hairs should be loose like this. You want to be very careful not to touch the bow hair with your fingers. You don't want to get it dirty. So to tighten it, we use this little screw at the bottom, and you should only need to tighten it righty-tighty about 4 or 5 turns, just enough that the hairs become tight but not too tight. You don't want to lose the curve in the stick. And then obviously when you're not using it, you need to loosen it again. Now we will need to rosin your bow. I like to use a Pirastro Goldflex brand. I definitely recommend getting a quality rosin. It can really affect your sound. So we'll get it out of its little box and cloth pouch, and I like to hold it in my violin hand and hold my bow in my bow hand. This is a good opportunity to practice bow control, and we'll do some long, even strokes to cover the bow hairs in the sort of sticky rosin dust. This helps the bow grip the string. Just checking to see if I've put enough on, probably a little bit more. You don't want to do too much rosining because this can make your bow sound scrunchy. Now next you'll need to tune your violin, so click on this link to find out how to do that.